I can't believe I'm doing this. According to the book, I first need to draw a circle. Now, light the candle. This is my last match, so I better make it count. It smells like bacon. I guess the grease overpowers the cinnamon. Well, it should be comfortable enough. Hey, Pazul, this is important. If you see the candle waning, wake me up. If you don't wake me up in time, I might be trapped with the ghosts forever. Now, read out loud. Klaatu Barada Niktu. And now, gunpowder.
Well, I should have guessed that this wouldn't work from the get-go. You two, you wait here while I figure out what to do. I'll be back in a minute. Just wait here, okay?
What the?
Sup? As in, what's up, Chief? Welcome to the land of the dead. Or to limbo. Whatever you want to call it.
Look, I'm not dead.
The first stage, denial. Before we can help you with your condition, you have to accept that you have a condition.
No, see? I performed the ritual to cross to the other side.
Oh boy, we have a cultist here. All right, you came to an existential hiccup. We can help.
Yeah, by the way, who are you?
We are the Global Underground Association for Spectral Control of Anger, or GWASCA for short.
That can't be right.
We can help you deal with everyday problems.
Like trying to interact with the physical world.
Tutorials on how to achieve and/or avoid going full poltergeist on a room.
Ectoplasm. That awkward little talk that your parents never gave you.
You'll notice that things work a little bit differently on this side of life, or lack thereof.
So, you had my curiosity, now you have my attention. How exactly is this different?
Well, you can barely interact with the physical plane now.
Sure, you might open some doors, if the wind is on your side.
But in order to really interact with something, you must possess it.
And possessing requires a lot of anger and practice.
And that's what we do here. Learn to project our anger in order to be able to interact with the physical plane. Here, take this complementary hammer and start working on holding that in your hand.
You can sit with us and practice. In 100 years, you might be angry enough to hold 2 objects.
But beware, too much anger is also dangerous.
Yes, if you don't control your emotions, you might go full poltergeist on something and be trapped.
That's a lot to take in.
Don't worry, you can ask me anything. We dead people gotta stick together.
Thanks. Say, Chief.
Don't call me Chief, son.
Can you explain to me how possessing an object works?
Well, you can barely interact with the physical plane now.
Sure, you might open some doors, if the wind is on your side.
But in order to really interact with something, you must possess it.
And possessing requires a lot of anger and practice.
I gave you something to practice with. Right now, just try holding it in your hands.
You can sit with us and practice. In 100 years, you might be angry enough to hold 2 objects.
Can you tell me what you meant by going full-on poltergeist?
If your emotions go berserk, you might end up possessing something bigger than you.
And it's really difficult to unpossess it once you fall for it.
If you can't control your temper, you might end up trapped in a chair or a rock.
So, remember, be angry, but not too angry. Join our anger management group.
Why did you choose this spot for your anger management group?
Well, Motel Romero is kind of a popular place for ghosts. It was built upon an Indian burial ground.
An Indian cemetery in Lisbon. Really?
And then it was inherited by a convicted serial killer who buried his victims in the yard.
And when it became a motel, the stories attracted lots of suicide buffs.
Okay, that explains a lot. What do you know about gypsy curses?
I'd rather you didn't use the word gypsy. Or Indian, for that matter.
Fair enough. Never mind. Mind if we trade?
Nah, whatever.
What the?
Damn. It seems the battery is dead. What will I do now? Oh, hi. You must be the owner of this pathetic body.
Yes. What the hell are you doing with it?
I'm sorry, but it's mine now. Let me introduce myself. I'm Daniel the Dybbuk. As soon as I fix this car, I'm taking this body for a spin.
You should leave it where you found it.
What are you gonna do about it? You're nothing now. Not even a real ghost. You should have worn a silver chain when you performed your little ritual.
I was wearing one.
Nah, that was a fake.
That gremlin son of a troll.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got more pressing matters to attend to. I need to fix this car and get my shiny new ass out of here. Ouch! Hey, stop that! Okay, pal, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going inside to get the spare parts I need. I'm so eager to meet your girlfriend. It's been so long since last time I had a body. By the way, awesome jacket. I can fit anything inside of it.
That bastard. What the?
And that's everything I think about your mother.
Yeah? Come and say that to my face.
Your face? You're a ghost. That's like what? A spectral, glorified, sentient fart of the universe? You have no face.
When I get you, I'll teach you a manner or two.
Oh, I might die any time now. So if you see a face like mine again, be sure to teach your lesson. In the meantime, enjoy some TV. I moved the antenna for you. Don't worry, it won't make you more stupid than you already are.
Oh, I'll set him straight.
Oh, there you are. Care to trash talk my mama now?
What are you talking about?
I will teach you a lesson. Nobody says these things you said about my mama.
I think you must be confusing me with someone else.
Don't play dumb with me. Be a man. Wow, you can pack some punch.
Thanks. What? Not you again. Get out of our way, Mutt. I've got more pressing matters at hand. Okay. I see this old dog learned new tricks.
Your soul is my chew toy, and I will hump it when I'm done gnawing it.
Oh, and now you talk. Great. That's all right. I know when I'm overpowered. I'll be on my way.
The bell. I can hear its calling.
At last, warrior, we meet in a field of champions. Prepare to have your soul shattered, buried, and pooped upon as just another trophy in my collection.
Oh, hell no. You bad dog. I'm gonna pummel some new tricks into you.
Well, I guess I'll be in there for a while. I can go up now. Oh yeah, it's still locked from the last time I came here. I wish I was one of those ghosts that could phase through walls, but I guess that's just in the movies. Could I have that plant you were chewing? No? That's okay. I can't argue with this behemoth. That was even more disgusting than I was expecting. You don't know who you're messing with.
Oh, but I do. A talking, miserable pile of nothing. And if you keep pestering me, I'm going to find out everything about you, your girlfriend, and everyone you ever loved, and turn them into the stuff of nightmares, and leave them a hollow shell.
You son of a...
Hey, cut that out. It tickles.
Aw, man. That was all my strength. Mind if we trade?
Certainly not.
Do you want some of this? Whoa!
Thanks, dude.
Hey! Now I'm able to hold them both as if they were one. Eureka! Exploiting glitches in the fabric of reality. It's so sticky and gooey. At least I didn't throw up in the process. Was my suffering worth all these troubles? Only time will tell.
Mind if we trade? Nah, whatever.
Mom told me never to play with my food. For you, I'll make an exception. This can't be. You're getting on my nerves.
Beaten by a mortal. Not too shabby, huh?
You're such an idiot that you don't realize how much of an idiot you are.
Yeah? How does it feel to be an idiot's punching bag?
Ugh. You... What? No! No! I lost my cool because of you! You got me so angry, I ended up possessing something. Now I'm trapped inside this stupid furnace.
You are a stupid furnace.
I will turn your organs inside out.
If you ever get out of that furnace, that is. Now that the Dybbuk is fueling the furnace, the radiator is all nice and warm. Mind if we trade?
Nah, whatever.
What are you doing?
Oh, this? I don't know. There's an open valve. I meant to close it.
Wait, that would add too much pressure and...
Yeah, I know that. Let's see what happens.
Oh! That hurts like hell! Why did you have to do that?
I think it'll help me get to the man I'm looking for.
But it was mostly about seeing that look on your face when it happened. And now I can take that back. A boarded window! I can climb to the crime scene from there. I can't open it with my bare hands. That hit me hard. What happened? Wait a minute. I'm possessing the wall! I am trapped in the wall! Don't panic. They said panicking just makes it worse. I can't hear my heartbeat. I have no heartbeat! Okay, I can't do anything at all. I think this actually is a good time to panic. am a wall! If I wasn't in such a state of panic, this might have been an interesting experience. Wait a minute. I am the wall. The other side of it leads to the crime scene. I just have to turn around and...
Yeah, that's nice and quiet. I feel so much better now.
Hey, how did you get in here?
Long story, bro.
What do you want from me?
We're just gonna have a little talk. Say, mister.
Oh my, an admirer. The lengths you walked to meet me. You came to the afterlife. I'm so honored.
I didn't come to meet you. Well, I did, but I'm not your admirer. I don't even know who you are.
Ah, the years. They have not been gentle to my looks. But I assure you, I am the one and only Roger Romero.
Okay, Mr. Romero. I came here to ask you some questions.
By all means. Is this an interview? Ask to your heart's content.
I have to find what's the connection between him and Dog. Nadia seems to be the missing link, the one that connects both of them together. But who is Roger? I'll let him speak a little before starting the interrogation. Let's start from the beginning. Tell me your name and a little bit about who you are.
Oh, this is one of those stories. I really need no introduction. I'm the Magnifico Roger Romero, actor extraordinaire, famous bodybuilder, and ex-entrepreneur, inventor of the Romer bars. The only energy bars that guarantee that your hair won't fall out.
But you're kind of fat. I'm pretty sure you're wearing a wig.
That's what happens when you go bankrupt and can't keep eating Romer bars. I blame the consumers. Romer bars were ahead of their time. Years of hamburgers have not managed to fill that hole in my heart. Except for my arteries. Those they filled pretty well.
So, let's focus on... You said you're an actor. You didn't leave that part of your life exactly behind, right?
What are you implying?
I noticed that there are a lot of lights and cables and cameras and costumes around.
Oh yes, of course. Trinkets of my life as a star. Keepsakes, if you will.
So, that's all in the past now?
Well, now it is. But as you might have heard, I know news like this flies around you paparazzi people. I was about to make a comeback, a big one. I was about to film my first film with Caveira in more than 20 years. It was to be a werewolf movie. And as you know, a werewolf morphing scene is what makes or breaks a horror director such as Oliveira. It's almost strange that this was his first.
A werewolf? That has Dog Mendonca written all over it. This is the time to change strategy. Ask the serious questions. What do you know about Dog Mendonca?
I don't know what the tabloids have been telling you, but I never had relations with that man. I don't even know who this Dog Mandioca character is.
That's strange, because he disappeared in your motel. He was with a woman named Nadia. Does that ring a bell?
I don't know any woman by that name.
They were investigating a gypsy curse. You don't know anything about that either, right?
No, of course not.
There were also rumors about a group of people meeting here in this motel.
Nonsense. Is this one of those stories? Motel Romero has been a family place since the day I opened its doors. This is a place where you can bring your children. I'm not associated with any unwanted element of society. Neither do I know the persons you are mentioning and about gypsy curses. Ha! There is no such thing as a gypsy curse.
All right, Mr. Romero. If you're not going to be nice, neither am I. So, you say you don't know anything about a man called Dog and a girl named Nadia?
That's accurate. I may have heard about Dog Mediocre. Is he a wrestler or something? It sounds like the name of a wrestler. Hot and rabid. A greasy wife-beater in a pink tutu. But this woman, Nadia, I know absolutely no one by that name. I've never heard of someone with that name before. No.
That's strange, because an old associate of yours directly related you to her.
Calumnies! How dare that ungrateful twerp tarnish my name after all I did for him?
I also saw a photo of the two of you together.
Oh, don't bother. Nowadays, anything can be photoshopped.
It was a really old photo.
Look, I don't know where you're getting all these rumors. Is that this kind of story? I told you, I don't know anyone by that name.
There's something odd. What is it? So, you might know her by some other name, right?
No, of course not.
You're hesitating a lot.
What are these sudden accusations? What kind of story do you want to write? You're the worst journalist ever.
I didn't think about it. But Nadia might not even be her real name. Maybe she's the one who's hiding something. Why are you so scared to talk about the gypsy curse?
Ha! There are no such things as gypsy curses.
A big man such as you wouldn't be that superstitious.
Exactly.
I mean, you're so full of pride. There's simply no space for anything else.
Are you making fun of my weight? Is that this kind of story?
No. That would be too heavy. Even for you.
I'll have you know that I used to be pretty buff back then. It took all those hamburgers to fill the hole the Romer bars had left in my life. They filled my arteries pretty well. Until the end.
There's something odd. What is it? The hamburgers filled your arteries? Were you suffering from a heart condition? You weren't murdered?
Sadly, no. It would have been a tragic tale. I would have made it to the front page. But alas, no. It was the burgers and a heart, tired of crushing against the waves.
I wonder if he's still trying to hide his fear of a gypsy curse, or if he's honest and the cause of death is not related to it. Either way, this raises other questions. It's not what I asked, but I'll take what I can get. Why are you hiding all those meetings with your friends?
Believe me, if I had any friends worth hiding, they wouldn't have any reason to hide.
I get it. This might have happened right under your nose. Maybe you just turned a blind eye to it.
Yes, I offered my trademark charm and warmth to all the guests. But how am I supposed to remember the names of two of them?
There's something odd. What is it? Why did you say two? I never said they were two men.
I don't know. I was applying a random number. Why else would there only be two men?
I don't know. You tell me. What were their names?
I already told you I don't know these two gentlemen that allegedly met at my motel.
He will keep denying it, but he clearly knows. I'll keep that in mind. All right, I think I heard enough. I'll tell you what kind of story I can make up with your statements. After the crash of your Romer Bar's business, you were left with a lot of debt. Like everyone with no skills and no brains in your position, you sought the help of the wrong people. To get out of trouble, you decided to do the only thing you know how to do. A movie. So you and your girlfriend found out about this werewolf detective and decided to snatch him for your movie.
No, that didn't happen.
I mean, look at you. You have no acting skills, and you lost your looks long ago. It could only work with a real werewolf. But when you found out that Nadia had managed to fool him, you were so excited that you had a heart attack.
That's not what happened at all. She would never have anything to do with that lousy man.
Admit it. You made up the gypsy curse to get my boss here so Nadia and you could get rid of the debt.
Stop saying that. Her name was not Nadia.
What?
I said her name was not Nadia. Her name was Morella. Nadia was just a stage name she used to hide her gypsy roots. She was cute like that. Didn't want to be judged by where she came from. Didn't want to be judged by how she looked. And she looked stunning. Always funny. Always brave. Much braver than me, that's for sure. You have no right to soil her name like that. I think it's time to confess. I'm already dead, for God's sake. My reputation can't get any lower. Get your hearts ready for a tale of woe and regret. This is that kind of story. I never was very smart, but I had a lot of heart. I was pretty buffed, but I was also a coward. And I liked her. I really did. Thomas Cavera and that monster came to me. He wasn't looking for talent, which I didn't have any of, but he wanted my looks and my big ego. I would have done anything to shine on the silver screen. We did monster movies together, tons of them. None had any great success, but some people cherished the special effects. It was way before CGI, you know. And Morella was there, sometimes when we needed a female lead. And she didn't ever treat me like a tool. She was nice, but she couldn't hide her Roma heritage. Those green eyes, that black hair. Yeah, she was a gypsy, all right. Times were different back then. I didn't know what we were doing. Not back then. The terrible things. When she died on that stage, the others let her bleed to death. I was too scared to do anything. And she damned us. All of us. Morella cursed us with her last spit, blood gushing out of her mouth. And we swore to never tell a soul. Cavera and the monster would come often to see me, to see if I was still true to our word, to remind me. The last time they actually came to talk about a new movie. That bit is true. I was really excited for the first time in many years. And that's when she came back. As beautiful as the day she died. Preserved like a stone rose. Her eyes piercing through me. Piercing my bad, tired, maltreated heart until it stopped. I have no excuses anymore.
Wait, what terrible things are you talking about? Who was the monster? What? What? Pazul? I was so close. Oh, now I can't go back to being a ghost until the next moon cycle. Yeah, I know. I asked you to wake me up if the candle was waning. Thanks. I would be trapped back there otherwise. At least I got the name of the director. But I don't know who he is. You know who might? My friend Basco. He loves this stuff, and his encyclopedic knowledge might register the name. He's such a nerd. I should call him. Hello? Basco? Hey, man, how are you? Listen, I need something quick. Does the name Tomas Cavera ring any bells? You're telling me to meet you where? A theme park? What? I'm on my way. Let's go, Pazul.